Yo, still bills, what's the deal, man? Just got out of Valentino's, man. You gotta make a McDonald's run for the fan bam. But peep game, man, we gotta get into this shit, man. And that shit is this. You know, when you on social media, you're always gonna have something to talk about. Always. It will always be something for you to talk about. Because some people are just so dense-minded that like, I don't even understand how this shit makes sense to you. So, an order comes down. My fault, I'm fucking this wing up. I'm starving, y'all. An order comes down from the WBO. The birds or whoever get that. That ain't littering. That's giving back to the planet. An order comes down from the WBO. And Bud is for the order comes down for the WBO, and it's looking like Bud is going to face off with Alexis Rocha. And people are still, oh, you ducking Spence to fight all these, this and that. Just the narrative that he's ducking Spence. It still blows me, because it's like, you don't duck somebody that you went into that you agreed to no guarantee. No guaranteed purchase. Let's get this fight on the road. Let's get this on the road. Spence has never, I can't think of a time that Spence has ever not got a guarantee. And if you're a cash cow, how can't you get a guarantee? We serious right now? A cash cow can't get a guarantee? You dig? And people really thought that, that was justified. Oh, Spence ain't getting a guarantee neither. Spence isn't getting a guarantee from Al Heyman and the PBC. Then that means he's not equipped to handle a fight of this magnitude. But I don't think it's so much that. I just think it's y'all are doing any and everything y'all can to discourage the fighter from pursuing the fight. That's what I mean. That's what I really think it is when it comes to this. So we do all the bullshit we go through all the bullshit last year. And, Spence, y'all, man, I want to take Ted. I want Terrence Crawford in this. But yeah, it sound good. We get into the negotiations. We all know how, I stay away from the negotiations, but they allegedly, agreed to transparency and all that. I bet that. Well, now, let me get my tune-up in. Let me get a tune-up, and let's run this. Oh, if you get a tune-up, we going about our business. What type of fighter in his right mind will come into a legacy-defining fight rusty? I don't even understand how a fighter will respect that. When Spence got thrown through the window out of his car, ejected through the window of his car because of that car crash, Bud didn't say, "Nah, I want that next." He said, "No, go get you a tune-up in and get right, because I don't want no excuses when we fight when I fuck you up." But he can't extend that same olive branch to Bud. If Bud entertains another fighter just to get the cobwebs knocked up off him, dude was out of the ring for a year. And the fact that I had niggas telling me, "Man, what's another month?" Everything, bro. Like, you know how much time in a week? If I go a week without playing a certain game, when I go home I play my games, and sometimes I don't feel like playing certain games. I might go a week without playing Gears of War. That week is gonna hurt. When I get back and I start playing online, that week is gonna hurt. If I go a week without playing 2K, when I get back on 2K, I'm not. It's just like, it's no different from going to a regular basketball court. You got to get your jump shot. You got to get in rhythm. You're not gonna have the time. Your timing and everything is gonna be off. Like, what are we talking about here? A week is everything, and now you're talking about an extra month on top of the year that he's already been on the sideline, trying to get this fight underway. What the fuck, bro? So, all right, whatever with that. So, or just, we all know what happened with the Black Prime shit. We all get all that shit. So now we get to a point where it's like, all right, yo, we saw last year that Thurman got elevated to mandatory status for, I don't know if it was the BA or the BC. The fact that he's being allowed to fight Thurman at 154 pounds is just, that shit is just nasty to me, man. After he's already talked about, you think it's easy to continue to make 154 or 47 pounds? That to me was letting me know right there, he don't plan on coming back down. And they're going to continue to perpetuate this narrative that Bud needs to inconvenience himself and go chase Spence up to 154 pounds. Nah. So here we are. Bud sends that tweet out. Man, listen, I tried, y'all. It's nothing. It's nothing I can do. We don't need to go through, wrong side of the street, get a belt. We don't even need to go through all that 80-20, blame Bob. We don't need to go through all that shit. We really don't need to go through all that shit because it's just beating a dead horse at this time. So the BO comes down with an order for him to fight Alexis Rocha. And everybody's in their feelings about that. Now, mind you, the only reason why Alexis Rocha has been elevated to the position that he's at now is because Thurman, Ennis, and Virgil like their chances better with Spence. I don't know if it's they like their chances better or they thought it was a more lucrative fight, but that's the route that they decided to take. None of them niggas was trying to fight for the WBO. None of them. Ortiz is one of his handlers is on record. Yo, we offered him that fight. He offered him that fight twice. He rejected it twice. The name association, man, just saying the motherfucker's name, man, the clout chasing, the name dropping, man, like, bro. Even Ennis got into a space where he was comfortable with doing that shit. Yeah, I come to Omaha and fight Terrence Crawford. I bet that. You know you can't leave Showtime, though. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? And now y'all are mad trying to... Oh, man, he ducking Spence. You ducking Spence to fight Rocha. So the thing is, so now we've been hearing about Spence. Spence and Thurman since at least last year. At least the end of last year, early this year. We've been hearing about that all this time. He's just supposed to sit on his hands, twiddling his thumbs for Spence and Thurman to fight. They're talking about March or May or whatever. He's just supposed to sit around idle for another 2 months. After that fought in December, he's supposed to just chill for another 2 months, and we don't even know if Spence is going to come back down to 147 pounds, or even entertain the fight and be thorough with the nah, let's get it, and not go through all the bullshit, the antics and the media, the publicity stunts and the media tactics that they've been doing for the past I don't know how many years. We don't even know if he's going to do that. So he's just supposed to sit around and wait on them. Oh, go fight Ortiz. Go fight go fight Boots. And y'all too dense-minded to know that these dudes are they're fighting, they're chopping through the rankings in the sanctioning bodies that Spence holds. In the sanctioning bodies of the belts that Spence holds. But now Bud can't even. And now, mind you, the dude is Thurman is not supposed to be nowhere near the top of the division right now. But they greased in palms, and now he's there. So, at the lowest in his sanctioning body, Rocha was ranked 4. Oh, I did not put my seatbelt on. Oh, my God. I do not, thank God I ain't too cool for the safe belt. Kanye said it best. But Rocha is 4th? That would have made him 4th? That would have made him 4th. Thurman, Ortiz, and Boots. Those were the top 3 right there. Now all of them cats, they all get moved out of the way. I bet we elevate Alexis Rocha, and now he's being lambasted for cherry picking or whatever, as if like, bro, this is a legitimate top 5 fighter within his sanctioning body. Like people, for all the love that Spence gets for fighting the fighters that he's fought, he has the best resume and this and that and the third. He's yet to take. None of them niggas was undefeated. None of them was undefeated. Thurman beat Porter and Swift before Spence got to him. Porter beat Ugas before Spence got to him. Golovkin beat the shit out of Kell Brook before Spence got to him. None of these dudes are undefeated. None of now Alexis Rocha he's not undefeated. But it's a damn good win. It's like, yo, for the shit that y'all talk, he lost to so-and-so, he lost to so-and-so, he lost to so-and-so. For the shit that y'all talk, the best fighters that Spence, according to y'all, the best fighter that Spence has fought have lost to a multitude of opponents before Spence even got to him. Before Spence even got to him. Ugas had like 2 losses before he got to Spence. And I don't think somebody should be measured by a loss. Because I think Lomachenko doesn't even have 20 fights, he has 2 losses. But look at everything that he's done. If you're fighting quality opposition, I don't think a loss should be, should count against you. So I'm not mad at those fights. I'm not mad that I'm not taking away, I'm not mad that, I think they're good wins for Spence. But people just get so fucking stupid with it. It's like, bro, Alexis Rocha lost to Rashidi Ellis. Rashidi Ellis is a quality 47 pounder. I think he got robbed in his last fight. I think he did enough early on in the fights, and he stole some of the later rounds, that he should have sealed that. But it was, he lost to him. It is what it is. Why do losses only matter when it's certain, when a fighter that you don't like is fighting somebody who has multiple losses? Spence is being praised for beating Danny Garcia, who has done nothing at 147 pounds and had 2 losses going into that fight. Porter had 2 losses going into that fight. Ugas had, I think he had about 2 losses going into that fight. Bud is just supposed to sit on his hands and wait for Spence to spin the block after they haven't even announced the fight with him and Thurman. And then you want to post a bullshit gif after the order comes down. Media antics, publicity stunts. You're not spinning the block. You're not spinning the block. You're keeping bullshit going. You're keeping bullshit going as a way to stay relevant. And I think it's unnecessary because, I think you're a relevant welterweight. But this is the shit that I'm talking about. You feed these dumbass trolls when you do little goofy shit like this. You're not spinning the block, bro. And if you were, why are you waiting until March to post gifts of you spinning the block? When Bud said right after the fight, let's get that, I'm going to spin the block. And you wait till the WBO mandates Rocha. Like, come on, man. Like, this is game. It's game, and it's childish, it's petty as fuck, man. This fight is drug out for far too long. Far too long. I don't see how, how can content creators continue to just just predicate their channels off of this shit right here? It's nauseating. It's exhausting. The mental gymnastics and everything that goes into it, bro. I'm good. At this point, I want to see Bud and Ortiz. That's just me. I want to see Bud and Ortiz fight. I'm past tired of Spence and Bud. I don't give a fuck about that fight like that no more. I don't give a fuck about it. So, man, yeah, cut the crap, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You niggas is not real deal when it comes to this fight, bro. Y'all don't want it. And I don't think that's been ever so vibrant than now. Because there's no way you can sit there and justify the little bullshit that they've been doing and call that shit real deal. There's no way you can say Bud is ducking. When he fought Avanesian, he needed can I get the cobwebs knocked off me before I go and fight in the legacy-defining fight? Or he ducking? What was stopping Spence from getting this fight underway right now? Thurman isn't a necessity. He isn't a necessity, and you ain't even fighting him for. He's not even fighting for a belt, bro. None of that matters to y'all though, because y'all are so dense-minded. Y'all are dense. No critical thinking skills, no ability to think for yourself and just be able to unpack everything that's been going on these past few years. And I'm good. So bring on Ortiz, my nigga. Bring on Ortiz, man. Bud is supposed to sit there and wait on Spence. And that shit is just unfair, especially for somebody who's far more accomplished and is older. And is consistently in the gym and don't drink and do all the extra out shit. And for we gonna talk about that next. I'm gonna talk about that next. I'm gonna say that for another video, and that another video is gonna be coming after this video, man. But stop the bullshit. That's what it all boils down to. That's what this shit all boils down to. You niggas is on game, and y'all the dudes who like to be game. Y'all the same niggas who go in the strip clubs and let a chick in her G-string dance all up on y'all, and y'all throwing all y'all rent money and everything out, and y'all stalking his bride on Facebook, and you don't even realize she was running game on your dumb ass to milk you. Stupid niggas, man. Like, you niggas is bozos, bro. So I'm good on it, man. Bring on Ortiz and Bud. Deuces.